Hey folks, Ivan here and welcome back to the channel. I hope you liked that short I did last time. Let's go ahead and get into first person so that we can start to work on this. Today we're going to work on the logging facility here, logging camp, log yard, I don't know what to call it, to be honest. But we're going to work on this today. I did a little bit of testing in the off camera there just to see if this is going to work, and it looked like it would. It's a little more complicated than I would like it to be. Let's see, that guy here. In the sense that if I don't do this right, the whole roof will collapse. So I should probably, once I get to that point, move these vehicles out just in case that does happen. So what I do is when I come out to that point, right here is going to be those pillars I just put in. So yes, I did put those away. I was worried that I originally started this video doing logs, log pillars there, but I didn't like the look of it, so I changed that out, and that looks like it's going to work, which is good. We like things working. So it's kind of funny. So I was, did I put that somewhere? I thought I clicked. Wait. Just gonna go underneath the world here. Make sure there's nothing good. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was not producing a unbuilt structure to take away from the build. It's or the what do you want to call it, the performance of the system by having an unseen entity. I don't know if it's considered an entity or not. I'm just a little off today. I woke up a little bit under the weather, and so we'll gonna power through this, and we're gonna have something great hopefully to show off. This is the first time I'm attempting a split building, so hopefully this is gonna work out all right. Like I said, I did some work on this before starting the recording, so hopefully this is gonna okay go. And the reason we're doing pillars over here is so that I can get in and out of this building, and I do need a way to get up. Something that everyone knows, I do temporary scaffolding type deals like this. Usually, that should keep me aligned here. Now the next thing to do is actually to go to number 3, come up to here. We want this guy and this guy, and not that guy. We're gonna have to do solids on these. Unfortunately, for some reason, at least in the test world, it wasn't letting me do what I wanted to do. Okay. Is it gonna be the same situation here, where it's gonna be? I think I might have to forgo the windows. Ugh. Wait, never mind. Maybe it was just because I was. Yeah, but unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to do just that. I'm gonna have to take the windows down. This is unfortunate, because I really wanted the windows in there, but for some reason the system does not like that. So let's go ahead and put these walls back into place. It's gonna be a little dark in here, unfortunately. Nothing I can do about that, because the pillars are, for whatever reason, unable to support a structure. And I feel like this is something that came about. I feel like I used to be able to use pillars pretty freely, so this was something that I encountered in the other build where the blocks get dropped off, where the roof kept collapsing and I had to essentially put in some fake rafters that were unsupported, but for some reason it tricked the game into keeping that up. So I don't know what to think about all that, but it's what it is, I guess. So let's go ahead and get back over to this. And did that fix the issue? I don't. What? This worked in my. It's not working. I'm telling you, this worked. It's like it's. Maybe I do have to put. Let's try it this way. Not ideal, but let's do this again. But this time, okay. So we got that. Take this guy down. The windows back in. Come over here and grab some food because it's a requirement. Okay, so we got that up there. Let's go into spectator mode. Can will it work if I do it that way? Kind of weird. It's like what if I put a pillar here? There. Heck, we'll do it like that. Okay, so we put pillars in. Is that gonna let me? Because this did work. I assure you it did. And there we go. Cool. So that's all we had to do to make it work. Yay. So we had to trick it into doing this. I wonder if when I take these away, it's gonna fall down. Go. Now, originally I had these doubled up in the test world I was doing. I don't think I need to do that. I just don't, so I'm not going to do it. Plus, it's extra resources that are ugly, to say the least. So I'm hoping that I don't have to do that. What I do know, though, is that I cannot... bring that all the way over. I would love for somebody to make trestles. for this. There was some attempt at it before the game got I need sticks. Come on now. That's one thing that you can't test in survival, or not survival, in creative, is if you have enough sticks. It's 13. It's definitely not enough, though. There we go. Fantastic. I think we... Oh, we even got some roots. So when I get hungry again, we can do that. Go. I would love, like, there's a couple things I would love to see. Flat panel roofing. And Brussels. What am I missing? Planks. There we go. You don't need no stinking planks. Come on now. Yeah, think about how much cooler this would be if this is just an open air. Oh, don't break it. Shoot. Oh no. I fell. At some point in time, I hope that will be resolved. It's just the way things are going today. Look, it's tried. My character tried to kill it again. Oh boy. So, anyways, the had a few people comment on that video. I actually posted it twice. I did a shorts and I did a there we go. Let's fall. That's great. I did a shorts and I did a regular widescreen video of that, and all that was what I did was I grabbed the save, put it into a creative world, or a copy of the save in a creative world. Yeah, don't break it. I don't want to fall down again, especially with being above the local. And basically what I did was I deconstructed the build and added little bits of knickknacks and all that. And what am I short on? I'm short on planks. That hurt? Really? Okay. And just copy or grab some pictures in reverse. Go. Perfect. Or rather, I grabbed the pictures as I was doing it, and then posted or put them in the editor in reverse, and it made it look roughly like I was building it. That somebody asked that the cranes were. Did I actually build them? I didn't. There were just knickknacks. They kind of give the illusion of progression. Unfortunately, broke that thing again. Cranes are just not practical at all. As you can see, I just grabbed a whole bunch of planks to come up here. So, this real life, we'd probably have some way to move that material up here, or we'd have a crane to take the trusses that were already built on the ground and then secure them on the top of the building. I believe that's exactly how my indoor arena was built quite a while ago. That was the early 90s that happened. So let's go ahead and go in F8. We'll put the rest of the items on here. Go. I'm thinking this looks pretty nice. I don't know about you, but you know, I'm gonna toot my own horn there for just a moment. I was quite pleased with the progress I made with this thing. There we go. And like I said, before I finished... Oh, well, it's broken again. Ooh, that could have been bad. Before I put the roof on, I do want to take the cars and everything out of here, because I do not want to risk this thing falling down on them. Like you did in the creative save. That could be really bad, and I don't want to deal with that. So. May have to come or go back through and get more planks, because I have a feeling this may or may not be enough. Especially since I got to do the roof. And can I have these from here? Oh, great. I don't even have to go over there. I could have just did it. Careful. Come on now. Thank you. Cool. Now that this is done. Yeah. Why? We'll be right back. Ow. Okay, one disaster later. Apparently I do need these beams here. Hopefully they're not gonna collapse. Please don't. I'm asking the Clean God, smile upon me. Long story short, depending on where I cut that at, those are required. I don't think they were required in the original, so I'm not entirely sure what happened. But they did not. It didn't go well. Did not go well at all. Let's see here. Where is that roof at? I need this guy. Not this guy. Come on. You. Why am I? Go. Fantastic. Look at that. I'm such a professional. Simply the best. Wee. There we go. Look at how fantastic that looks. Now, fingers crossed as I do this that they're not gonna completely collapse on me. Oh boy. Okay, so because I'm worried about that, I'm gonna take these guys. Oh. Ow! Why must I hurt? Go ahead and grab these. Start. I just look over to see all my carts just flying down the track. Yeah, no big deal. Not a big deal. All right, let's go ahead and tack these into place, and fingers crossed this is not gonna timbers that just fly. Oh well. Just excuse me, train. Probably need you in just a moment, or I'm gonna need to. You make bandages anyways. Not bandage. Not. I don't think they must be somewhere else. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't need to know. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these. So get them cobbled together and then grab this. Oh, okay, good. I was worried it was gonna go flying off to the bridge, which I cannot remember if I put something to block that with. I assume I did, but you know what they say about assumptions. Keep those out of there. The train should, with their brakes, should keep that all from coming out of the area. All right, with hammer in hand, we'll jump up here. Gonna attack this bridge bridge. Got bridges on the mind. Bridges wise, I've got 2 or 3 more planned. I think over in that area. Got to figure out the best way to get over to the village. Although, now that I think about it, I've been using that island over there. Maybe I should just build it over there. Yeah, that might work better. I might make the town over there. Well, that's not a main line. Crumb. I don't know what to do. Because like now I'm thinking about that, I'm like, so originally the town was going to go over here, and there's going to be this nice little sea inlet, but I've been that island over there is where I've been doing all my work. So, and this is not a main line. This is a sideline. So I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out eventually. So you know what? It didn't collapse. It did not collapse. We are relatively safe, I think. I can actually start to add the details in there. Not that they're going to be added right now, because I need to do the next part, which is over here. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's, yeah, I wanted to do another 4 building, because I didn't want this section to be covered up. I wanted this to be kind of like a place to park the carts. I think. Do I want to have this all the way full? Let's take a look. You know what? Let's we're gonna have just a wide open area right here. Hopefully this is not gonna completely fall down. I need sticks. I need sticks again. You. Give me your logs. I'm going to build my sticks. Let's see here. You. Sticks. This feels very inefficient to do it this way. But I can't argue with being able to build 30, 40, 30, 60, 90 blocks without issue. Oh, I need timbers, especially for this part. All right. And we need this guy over here. Now, this part is going to be a little bit more tricky because this has to start here. Let's go grab this. Where's it at? Question is, can I, without F7, F8? Oh, not that fast. So I do need to do the same build palette, and I don't have to worry about it being too tall. Okay. So F6, and then just do the same situation that we were doing before. So yeah, that'll work. I hope. Yeah, because it, yeah, that should work. Just build these into place. And these actually will have supporting pillars, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Yeah, this will work. And actually, this is supposed to be, this back end is actually supposed to be a wall, so we'll add that wall in right now. That side, which we will, door right there. Again, will be just pillars because this is going to be wide open anyways. I have a feeling I'm going to have to go get more planks. Then I'm going to have to start converting planks. I didn't think I was going to need as many as I did. I have so far, so... Ugh. So this one's a little, you know, I can get rid of that guy because he's not required, and nor is this one. There we go. Saves me a little bit on the infrastructure. All right, let's grab this guy here. Pack these guys into place. What's cool about this is the fact that if I go back to F8, the roofs actually line pretty close, so that's cool. Really liking the fact that that. And that's a mistake. Not to worry. So this one's a mistake because there's no, we want this thing to be tall. So let's do that, and let's go ahead and do windows like that. And oh, no, I don't want to load. Ooh, that could have been bad. Imagine how much I would have lost. Huh. Here's a question. Can I jump up to that height? No. Okay, cool. back down. And attack these windows in place. I might have to do pillars in there to get the... It's the line. Let's see. We'll see. Or not a line. Attach is what I meant to say. Just a little bit of scatterbrain. That's all. Alas, I have run out of planks. Ugh. All right, you. What else do I have here? Just double checking to make sure I don't have any hidden planks. I thought, for some reason, I didn't think I was going to need as many. Yeah, well, yeah, this is incredibly inefficient. Let me go quickly. I'm going to drop some stuff. I'm just going to grab the cart and come right back. With a whole load, hand load of parts there. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I have a bunch of planks in my inventory here now. Quickly, nope. I want you to keep connected. Come on, connect. There we go. I don't want that thing to... What the heck happened here? Oh, jeez. I don't know what happened, but why was that on its side? The fact that it didn't like go flying off. What? Why? How did that happen? I just don't. What the heck? I mean, that could have been far worse than it was. How did that? What? I sincerely have no idea. The only thing I think is maybe... No, it doesn't make sense. How did it load on its side? And don't you dare take off on me. What? Whatever. All right. He didn't... Look, I'm not gonna, what's the word? Look too hard into it, because I am just gonna be counting myself lucky that things didn't go flying off into space, which would have made me really sad and angry. Yeah. Oh, I need food. I do like these openings though. Definitely a plus. There we go. Fantastic. Let's get this going. Wish I could put a little staircase there, but I don't know how to do it. Make it look like it works. Stop trying to break it. Okay, there we go. Come over here, get this tacked up into place. Looking good, looking good. All right, so for these ones, I'm just gonna drag that across, just like so. So far, so good. With this, because it's such a long gap. I'm going to do each side and then come back. Just like that. So far, so good. I mean, it's all got light loads, so I think we're okay. I hope we're okay. We will see. This here does require a pillar like that. You know what? I'll try it in the middle and see if that works. You know what? It works. Okay, cool. I don't have to sit there and babysit that. This was kind of why, this is kind of the reason why I didn't post the previous build video. So this is all it was me going back and forth multiple times and falling into the water, which really made me angry. Ooh, get load. Do not like that. Do not like that one bit. Light load here, light load here. Heavy load. Why is that heavy? Oh, because it's right. This is not actually, tell you what. This is what we're going to do to make sure that this works the way I want it to. We are going to make ourselves a little office. There we go. We'll put a little bench here. You know, a little check-in thing. Did that fix it? Yes, it did. Sorry, I got giddy over that because it's all cheeky. Little office. Nothing spectacular. It reminds me so much of the various things in the area. Anyways. 8 and oh yeah. So this is the next issue. We need to have this guy. So we need to, oh. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, there we go. And then the topper for the roof. Just like so. Perfect. Now, just need to carefully not fall off this building. slight issue. Okay, so temporarily what I'm going to do... Hopefully I can hit... Can I get it? Yes. Cool, I can... Roof's gonna be the tricky part. May have to do some parkour to get over there. Come on, I'm right there. Oh, you know what? Our scaffolding will do just fine. All right, we're gonna build the same thing over here. Nope. Oh, come on. Come on now. And a thingy right here. There we go. Look at that. You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to do this, and that, and that, and that. No, do I really need to shoot? I need more planks. Oh boy. All right, let's go back down and see. Do I hit? Did I can't remember. Did I came over with a whole stack of them? Didn't I? Oh, thank God. I'm so worried. I'm like, no, I cannot have to make another trip all the way over there already. Anyways. So since this video is probably going to come out on Monday, I hope you all had a great weekend there. If it's still Sunday when this gets released, then hope that those who were having a good time are nice and recovered for their start work tomorrow. So the way that we're actually going to do this part here is I'm going to build this side of the roof, and then I'm going to build the other side. Extend the roof over there, over the top. And that is how we're going to make it work, I think. Yeah. I'm like 90% sure that that's how we're going to make it work. Take this guy out. He's no longer required. Just put this guy. So far, so good. Now we need the last ingredient, which is the roof bottom segment, like so. I ran out of sticks. Yeah, I was about to go back down. I know I have to. I really do, but yeah, I really do have to go down and get more. I was hoping. Okay, wait a minute. Put the cart before the horse a little bit there. Let's grab. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have. Do I have enough sticks? Do not have sticks in here. Ugh, not good. Get a little bit of that, and we're just gonna grab various bushes in the area. I believe that's. Let's see here, 30. That might be enough. Gonna keep that tree there. All right, so let's go ahead and get this guy tacked up. The only other thing I need to do in this is get the brain stopped. Sorry. I want to use these blocks, these storage blocks here, if I can. I cannot remember for the life of me what the cost on those are. But they hold so much more than the regular stockpiles, and I think that's what I want to do. We're just going to tack these into place as we, all the way up into the last column. And then the moment of truth will happen, whether or not we're doing on planks. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Fingers crossed this is going to work out all right. I got to come back through and do some nice accent pieces here, just to give it a little bit more believable structural integrity. But it shouldn't be terrible. Should be pretty straightforward. What am I missing? Oh no, I need timbers. Okay. I know how we're gonna do this. Take this out, take this guy out, go down, we'll grab the timbers, tack that back into place, and hopefully let's see here. You got more timbers than that. Grab yours. You know, overall, as soon as I get the support structures and air quotations, because they're really just cosmetics, I think this is going to look pretty good. Okay, now that guy in. Moment of truth. Is this gonna work the way? Looks like it is. It looks like it might actually work. Nope, get rid of that guy. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like it belongs. That's perfect. Look at that. I don't think I could have matched that up any better. I mean, we're talking probably like an inch off. I am gonna toot my horn a little bit here. I think that's pretty seamless. You know, for the most part, unless you're really looking for it, you're not gonna see that. Oof. Okay. Okay, I do need to add some stairs right here. Really wish I could have added some stairs for this transition. That's why I think I would love to see half blocks in the game, and I wish I was better at modding, because that would be just something I would do. I'm really liking this. This open breezeway. Yeah, this is good. Gotta come back through with the hammer, or not hammer, with the shovel. Let's grab this guy real quick. Let's see. Did my effort to make this come in here? Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to. It almost works. It almost works. A little bit of leveling out. I think it will. Yeah, it's just barely clipping. Dang. Either lowering the floor of the building, lowering this thing down a little bit. Yeah, that either one could work. Doesn't it look like it should fit in? I know it's just yeah. So I'll work on that thing. I don't like how tall it is anyways, so I'm gonna bring that down a little bit. Wow. Color me impressed though. What we'll do. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh, critical. Where's that critical at? I saw it. It's a critical structural piece. What's that? Gonna fix. Still critical. Ugh. Maybe a doorway? Let's see here. Door would work, then we'll just do that. Can I get through? Okay, good. In the test roll, why are you still critical? I refuse the idea that you are critical. I have a feeling that, oh, they're all critical. Ugh. Thank goodness I'm done. So I wonder if I save it and then come back in, if they're going to still be critical. If they get a chance to reload. The only other thing I need to do is figure out what I'm going to do here. Because technically speaking, 9. Here's the problem. He does not like the idea of there being a block that it can intersect. And I think the same can apply. Let's just put this in 4. Doing it here. So I got to figure out. Yeah, for some reason the game just hates this the premise of this so much. And I know I could do stone filler blocks in there and kind of block it up, but then that's gonna kind of create an issue in and of itself. So anyways, I think that's been a pretty good spot to end this. I think next time I will come through, have some details here for you to look it over, redesign cart, but I'm gonna take a break here. It's quite nerve-wracking for me to work up so high up in the air, even though this is not real. It just is. I'm loving the fact that there's just ample breeze room. You know, you can feel the cross breeze coming through there almost. Yeah, definitely got to fix that gap. But thank you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.